No matter how hard or difficult it gets, never quit programming. Yo, what's up? I'm Melky and I'm a software engineer at Twitch. And today I want to talk to you guys about why you should never quit programming no matter what phase you are in your career. So the reason why I'm making this video isn't necessarily just let you listen to what I have to say, but I was recently DM'd on Discord about somebody who has had a very tough time. They've been struggling in the motions of learning how to program, self-taught, and well, they basically said, Melky, I'm not getting what I want, the result, and I'm just thinking of quitting. Should I do something else? And trust me, I know how they feel. I've been in that same position where you're in that grind, doing lead code or making side projects or contributing to open source projects, honing your craft and trying to apply, especially now the market is absolutely crazy. But the worst thing you can do is quit. So there are 4 points that I want to talk to you guys today about why you should never quit programming, because quitting anything sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? The amazing support I've been getting lately on my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone's been viewing, commenting, liking, and if you haven't, please make sure you click that subscribe button. It helps a lot. I think over 80% of you are currently not subscribed, and we're so close to 5K. We can get this. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. So the first point I want to talk about is embracing the learning curve. To start, programming can feel overwhelming. You have no idea what you're doing. There's so many logs, so many different tools, so many different people saying acronyms, words you've never heard of, GitHub, all this stuff, and the bugs and the hours you're going to spend debugging. And trust me, you're going to spend a lot of hours debugging. There's no shortcut to that. But remember, every great programmer has been there. I'm talking all of the Theos, the Primogens, the TJs, the Mutrus, the everyone. All of them have struggled in programming and still struggle to an extent even today. But what all of these great people have in common, what you can have in common too, and what every great engineer has in common, is they embrace the fact that they don't know everything and they are excited to learn new technology and learn new ways of doing something they already know how to do. The second point I want to talk about is the joy of problem solving. Now, I think this is the one where a lot of people kind of realize, ooh, not for me. You see, one of the most satisfying aspects of programming is problem solving, because that's what it is. Programming is problem solving.
No shit.
Whether you're doing it directly, like solving a bug or debugging an error that you see in your console, or you have to design something in particular for an application like a website, or even you're tasked with making something faster or smaller, these are all problems that you're solving. The reason why I talk about problem solving and why I talked about debugging earlier is because these two are the ingredients for what I like to call the programmer's high. What this is when you've spent hours, days, even weeks on a problem and you just can't figure it out and you've done everything. You've hit your head against the desk. You've looked at every Stack Overflow link. All of them are purple. You're on page 4 of Google. That's gross. That's scary. You even thought about using Bing, but no one is ever that desperate. You've looked at every Discord message you know. You've talked to every person you can think of. You download every audiobook because you think that may help you, but really it doesn't until you have that breakthrough, until you find that problem and you solve it or you implement what it is you want to do. And that feeling of victory, that feeling of euphoria, that's what we come back. That is why we chase the dragon, and that is what we call the programmer's high. This is essentially all those memes that you hear of people spending nights on their computers solving something. Well, it's because they want to solve that problem. No matter how long it takes or how challenging it may be, they know once they do it, that feeling of seeing it work or seeing that unit test pass, there's nothing better. The third point I want to talk about is unlocking creativity. Now, I would never say programming is art. I'm not that far-fetched. I think that's a bit of a stretch. But I will say programming is a creative outlet. Just like making YouTube videos or just like live streaming or anything like that, it is a creative outlet. The fact that programming has so many different languages, frameworks, libraries, and different areas that you can work on, like front-end, back-end, embedded systems, AI, data science, video games, mobile, you get the picture. There is something for everyone to do. A great example of this is someone who thinks of a video game in their head, who has this vision for this great game that they just want to play, but it doesn't exist because they made it up. Well, you can become a video game developer. Now, I know it's very hard to be a video game developer. It's going to take a lot of time, maybe even years to even get to the point to create the game they want to create, but you can't. You just can't quit. If you keep going about it, you can eventually make the thing that you thought of in your head a reality that you can play, you can share, and you can interact with. This is why I personally fell in love with programming. I was completely floored by the fact that I can think of something and then create it out of thin air. And the last point is endless opportunities. Now, this one is kind of the most obvious one. If you didn't like my other 3 points about problem solving, you know, the creative outlets, embracing that learning curve, just like, Melky, I'm just here for that paycheck. Screw you, screw your kumbaya shit. Well, endless opportunities is for you. You see it all the time. There's tons of videos on YouTube of the FANG salary or getting into FANG, how I'm 23 and making 150K salary. Yeah, that's great. And these are all very clickbaity, and it's very true, but a lot of people go into programming for this. The tech world is constantly evolving, and programs are always at the forefront of innovation. Areas like cybersecurity, AI, or augmented reality are just rising and skyrocketing popularity. And what does this mean? More jobs, more opportunities to join in and make your footprint. You can join a FANG company where you can be established and get a great salary and, you know, not work as hard, or join a startup where the salary may be a little bit lower, but you'll work harder, but the risk to reward ratio, it could be life-changing. These are all great things to do, and these are the opportunities that you have available to you. If you want to change your life and make that software salary, that FANG salary, well, let me tell you something. Quitting isn't going to get you there. Stay in the game. You'll be amazed at the doors that open for you. And for all the people that are struggling right now who want to DM a Melky or whoever that say, I just want to quit, don't. It's not worth it. It's more worth it to spend more time practicing and more time focusing on your craft, because let me tell you, it will pay off. And that feeling, that euphoria, that dragon, that high, it's going to take you once you land where it is you want to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a blast making this. I'm going to try to make more videos every week. So I'm going to go from 1 video to 2 videos a week. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What videos do you want to see me make? Or what do you think about programming? Is it only for the money? Is it for other things? What do you guys think? You got to let me know. But I mean, as always, I got to let you off with 2 things. 1, have you ever thought of quitting programming? And if you did, do you regret it? Or if not, what made you kind of stay and grind your teeth and break through? And 2, you guys know this one. You gotta pow it.